Now, Prime Minister Modi's put out a statement. He's met Anthony Albanese, the Australian Prime Minister, and he said that he seeks to add momentum in trade, security, space and culture. This is what India and Australia want to do together going forward. He also meets Japanese Prime Minister Kishida with the idea of boosting India-Japan ties. Big boost to India-Australia ties over there. Also, India-Japanese ties as well, getting a further shot in the arm. Prime Minister Modi held extensive discussions with Prime Minister Albanese. We seek to add even more momentum in areas like trade, security, space and culture, is what the message is coming from the Indian Prime Minister. India greatly cherishes the time-tested friendship with Australia. That's what Prime Minister Modi has put out in his latest set of tweets. He's given us an insight as to what some of these meetings have looked like. He's also made an address. There were this presence of a few reporters over there. Prime Minister Modi said that we're not on any side as far as the Indo-Pacific condition is concerned. And then also now Prime Minister Modi is saying that the idea is to build stronger relationship with Australia and Japan. And those are visuals of Prime Minister Modi in conversation with the Japanese Prime Minister. Also, there are images on the right side of your screen of him meeting the Australian Prime Minister as well. Both those meetings happening very close to the heels of each other. Let me go back to Rohit, who continues to be with me. Rohit, significant these images, if one is to look at, these are significant images coming out, and they mean a lot to India, especially given the focus that is on India as far as multiple situations in the Indo-Pacific region is concerned. We've heard from Russia. They say that India is one of those partners or one of those countries that can help resolve the present conflict with Ukraine. In all of this, when the spotlight's on India, these are strong images coming out.
Absolutely. I mean, look, Prime Minister Albanese, when he hosted Prime Minister Modi, called him the boss. And there is a reason why he called him the boss, because everybody understands the vital role that India plays in geopolitics today. And as you rightly said, Vladimir Putin President Putin has already said that India is one of those countries that could probably, play the role of a peacemaker, that has open channel of communication with the West, also with the Russians. So, I think no surprise there. I mean, and look, trade has always been one of those important topics that's been discussed between, whenever the Prime Minister travels with any other country. I mean, trade is one of those topics that they talk about. They want to increase trade. It's good for both the countries. We're not surprised to see that. And then some of the other items, as you mentioned, about space, and supply chain, very, very important. And I think this, what it does is, and we look at, you might, for some people, it might just mean words like semiconductors and supply chain. But I think globally, I think, especially in the West, there was awakening after COVID when people realized that, the supply chains were limited, and mostly because of China and their role. And I think the West especially is trying to find an alternative, and I think India can do that. And it also ties into our, Make in India program. So it's all, I think, it's really encouraging to see that these conversations are now not only taking in a multilateral way, but also bilaterally. And I think it's very important for India to become the power that it wants to be and engage with leaders across across the spectrum, be it Russia, be it China, not China, my bad, be it Russia, be it Australia, be it US, and even maybe China if need be. But I think India is definitely in a very, very important position when it comes to the world and the way we are right now.
Okay, Rohit, thank you so much for bringing us all those details. We'll come back to you for more developments on this story. But images on your screen, viewers, of Prime Minister Modi's visit to the United States in embrace with the US President Joe Biden, and also held meetings on the sidelines with the Japanese Prime Minister. Visuals of that on your screen now. He also met the Australian Prime Minister in Anthony Albanese.